Good morning, ladies and gentlemen watching us from wherever you are. Welcome to the Pearl of Africa. This is match day number 1 of the BATBALL X tournament, a 6-franchise-like event. This is going to be exciting and interesting in equal measure. 2 teams to start this up. The Central Rhinos up against the Western Bulls. The toss won by the Western Bulls. They decide to have a ball. Action coming to you live from Lugogo. This is the official home of cricket in Uganda. The Pearl of Africa, the sun coming out nicely. A chance everyone looking to bask in the glory of this beautiful tournament. Started off with a bat ball open. Right on the money, fast ball for the Western Bulls. And a nice big open batting for the Rhinos. Primed to rise to the occasion. Lots of talent in this Central Lions team. Many of them from that disastrous tour of Jerusalem, where they played in the under-19 qualifiers. It's just a 10-over affair, and they will be trying to size them up. Whichever you put it. The big tags are thrown away. The price tags are off the shelf. Everybody's got their monies and their keep. The only way you do that by producing results on the field. All this and much more must have been said by Ivan Kakande, the Western Bulls coach. Ivan Kakande, not new in the setup of Uganda. Nice little flick off the hips from Anas Beg. First boundary here in Logogo. It's all beautiful. Kamia indicates the umpire standing out there in the middle with Sharon Tohola, who has got some T20 internationals under her belt. Straying away on the leg side, duly punished by Anas Beg. Anas Beg, of course, a little building reputation there, son of a former captain of Uganda in Akbar Beg. Hits it very hard, not enough power on it, yes, but it missed the fielder. Back-to-back boundaries, one on the leg side whipped off the hips. This one is a power punched to the long off. The shimmy from the fielder, not good enough. Pays the price of trying to use his feet rather than use his hands. Runs already in the over. Hit again very hard. You don't run if you can hit it like that. It's Anas Beg is one right about now. We're only getting started, but he's got 12 runs from 3 consecutive boundaries. I am not alone in the comms box. Sir Dennis Athamusal is here with me. Good morning, Dennis. What do you make of the start, a fast start for the Central Lions, who are primed to rise to the occasion? Business it is. Western Bulls will learn a thing or two if they bowl too many boundary balls. That is the end of the over. 14 without loss. Beg not letting up on what he started up with. It's a boundary. After boundary for him, here comes the new bowler, Ephraim, with another power hit, a similar shot he played in the previous over. Half tracker, but this one cramped him for room. And Beg just touch and go for him. That's a nerve tester from the bowler. Ephraim says, no freebies here for you early on. If you dance down the wicket, I'll pitch it a little short, put you under the pump. Omara, one of the few men who didn't deserve to be in that disastrous effort for Team Uganda in Dar es Salaam. Always went in there, got stuck in the middle and played a number of overs. He really put up his hand. Half a chance back to the bowler. Ephraim not getting a full hand to it. Would have been a nice way for the Bulls from Western Uganda to get a wicket early on here because runs Galowa. That's big getting the strike here. Ephraim, half a tracker, power-packed punch from the big boy, Anas Beg. Make that a maximum. He's got already 4 boundaries in this match, and now he adds a big 6 to it. What looked like a good over went down the west. How do they start things up here? He hits it very hard. They want to. Anas Beg thought would want to hog the strike, but he says, I'll help you along. Mr. Omar Ronald, please do come through for a quick one. An opening partnership that will send so many shivers down the spines of different bowling attacks in this tournament. There's work to be done. It's only Tuesday. It's early in the week. You need to earn the mileage. Changes in the field settings. The keeper is interested in having a word. Mr. Chigwe Martine hit back. And look at the throw. There's an appeal from the bowler. Shona Tuhula takes her time. to make any decision. They are taken off for one. Don't know what the umpires will indicate after that. Will it be runs? Then if it deflects off the bat as the bowler throws it down at your end. Is it runs, or is it just a dead balls or a dead signal from the umpire? We saw that in the World Cup final, the T20 final. Johnny Bairstow, I beg your pardon, was Ben Stokes for England in that final against New Zealand, getting more than he anticipated. Little touch and go, dab down to third man. That's the wicket they wanted. Anas Baig sold down the river by his own brother, Omar Ronald. Run out, direct hit. What a team effort from the Bulls who picked the first. It's a wicket. And it's a wicket. Big, big wicket. The man who was on fire, who looked like he was going to set up a big score here, goes dismissed easily. Pays the price.
Getting a little bit greedy, very unnecessary, and then in the end getting himself run out. But the captain, Christopher Kidega, comes into bat for the Central Rhinos. Already doing very well, looking good. 39 for no loss. I don't know what the plan is for the captain for the Western Bulls. Kakaire Godfrey brought himself back into the attack. He can only bowl 2 overs. So after this one, he will be done for it. Then he'll have to go with other balls. Sometimes you need to keep at least one.
Right on the money, Kakaire, chance for a run out. They make a mess of it. Mr. Captain, where are you? Good morning. Surely that's a wake-up call for him.
Reminded me of Murife, where are you running? I don't know where Christopher Kidega was going. Didn't pick up another run there from Godfrey Kakaire. They had the Central Rhinos quickly 2 wickets down. They survived, and that will be the end of the turnover. 39 for no loss.
But he's done and dusted with his spell. How he wishes he had another for his team. Striking it nicely. 13 runs every over. Hit with power, hit with precision. Runs will continue to flow here for the Central Rhinos. Power punch for 4.
Opening day of the BATBALL X tournament. There are other games happening in Ginger. The Eastern Buffaloes currently taking on the Nile Leopards at the Ginger SS Cricket Oval. That's the first game in Ginger. Ronaldo Mara still looking in charge. The bowler,
It's looked easy for them up front. Sometimes we've seen even the Bad Ball Open, the tournament, or the team that does start slowly has gone on to win. Touch and go down to third man, right underneath that one. Good fielding from Tendo Ryan.
Chance there, no, not very good connection from Ronald O'Mara. Nearly gave out his wicket.
Chance for a cut. I don't think they should have many reasons or be complaining about that because they had a chance to play in Kamengo, the Western Bulls. Many of these guys did shine under the glorious sun there in at the Ceylon Cricket Oval. Home of the Ceylon Lions in Kamengo. That's where these finest 14 were picked from. There's some good movement there from the bowler, trying to keep things a little quiet. It tells you that Every day gives you a new wind of hope to work hard and thrive, especially if you're thinking about sports and talent. It's a free hit. The free hit stays because that is wide again from Christabel. I didn't need to. Struggling with the lines here, struggling with control. Many times when you ball in the nets, you ball in the with the old ball, you get a chance to ball here with the new ball. It's a different ball game. The free hit is punished. Hit very hard. Captain Kakaire runs round. Captain Kakaire plays second fiddle. He can't catch up with the chase. Powered onto the leg side this time round. 4 more to the total. Back-to-back boundaries. Central Rhinos there, continuing to make the scoreboard tick, looking to get as many runs as possible early on. Runs is the name of the game in a T20, in a T10. They will need as many. Already 2 wickets down for the Central Rhinos. .66 runs on board, 5 overs gone. Fully blooded blow down the line for 6. With the hindsight that more than enough could be watching. Because the future for anybody starts right about now. Whichever way you look at it, it's a good tournament to be building your career. Scoreboard continues to tick very, very fast. Two sixes already. One was hit by Anes Beg. And right about now, Tendo Ryan, the new bowler in the attack, given a rude welcome. After 6, he gets a single. Central Lions, the Central Rhinos, I beg your pardon, been calling them the Lions since morning. It's because they're in roaring mode. But it's the Rhinos that are piercing through the Bulls. It's a game of horns here. The Rhinos versus the Bulls. And we got many all around Uganda. Tales of in my only days in Mwiri and in Jinja, there were tales of one that used to walk through the market onto Main Street, hit with power, hit with precision. Does he get a chance to catch that? Come on! He makes a mess of it. Poor fielding.
Clear the Western Bulls now on the back foot. Everyone is on the boundary. They're trying to save as many boundaries as possible.
Owori Obele. He's got 12 from 4-1-4-1-6. Why is this gone? Straight as a ruler. More runs on board. 6 to that effect from Owori Obele. Robert. You can't imagine a little known name is making the skipper Christopher Kidega play second fiddle as we come to the end of over number 6. 84 for 2.
Match day number 1 here of the BATBALL X tournament. Group B games are all happening here at the Gogo Cricket Oval from the 15th up to the 16th. 3 teams in this particular group: the Central Rhinos, Western Bulls, who are joined by the visiting team, the Rwanda Emerging 11. The Group A action is happening at the GJSS Cricket Oval. 3 teams in that as well. The Nile Leopards, the Eastern Buffaloes, and the Northern Elephants are battling it out. The top 2 sides from each group come to Kampala for the Super Bowls that will start from the 18th up to the 20th. Now the Central Bulls lost this one. They are 84 for 2 overs.
Abenite Christabel continues to bowl from the Ginger Road end. It's an appeal, but an appeal for nothing. It's just a good delivery that is bowled in that area where it's a blind spot for the batter because he was trying to free his arms. Little medical break. A little medical break going on here. Down at the Nile River across the Ginger Bridge. It's all happening. The Nile Leopards are playing the Eastern Buffaloes. Scores there 59-2. The Nile Leopards are in charge. One more. Huge slap straight to Kakaire, the skipper. Skipper will collect. He trusts himself. He's been placing himself in the difficult positions. He's been giving his bowlers the right advice as Cristabella Benito to continue bowling it outside off stump. He strays away, and when you stray away, you get punished like that. A nothing ball is hit for a boundary. That is a beautiful shot from Owere Obili Robert. The tennis court chicken is peppered with some more spices. Benito to Obele. Obele gets his table base in place. He's trying to hit everything within his reach. This one here, big, thick outside edge, steers it through the square on the point side for another beautiful four. Benito is let down his keeper. His keeper has been giving him piece of advice, ball after ball, delivery after delivery. And like you said, he's one of the senior players. In 2019, he was happy to be playing for Uganda in the school select, representing Uganda in the land of 1,000 hills in Kigali. Better ball from the man. But look at this. Comedy of errors. That's a poor field placement. Instead of standing right at square leg where Sharon Atola is, the fielder was standing in short of mid-wicket and short of square leg. That is trying to set a field for a bad ball. You get punished. And of course, the Kakaire, the captain, coming out to boldly say he would love to restrict the Central Rhinos to just 90. Seven overs gone, Dennis. They turn to the spin, and then Chidega hacks it across the line. He'll just get one. Kidega is happy to play second fiddle because there is a one Owili Obele Robert who's got 36 from 9. 4 fours, 3 sixes. Obele's power on shore. He will get one again. Trust Christopher Kidega not to come through for the second. Christopher Kidega sensible to get only 17 from 13. Strike rate at just 133. And that strike rate of Owilo Bele, you won't find it in heaven. It's at 400. Big hit from that man, Obele Owili. Mr. OO goes up and above downtown for another maximum. The left arm spin and the good catch from your boy Benito Cristabel. He holds on to one. It was flying. That would have gone over the boundary and taken off his head, but he holds on dearly. What a catch. What a dismissal for the Western Bulls. They will celebrate whichever joy they can find in this match. End of the over. They end it with a dot ball. 112 for 3 now. The omens in changing bats. Sometimes they say when you change a bat, you dry out the runs from the previous one. Let's see what happens. Sweet spot from the new bat, but straight to the captain. The captain doesn't give you many than all more than one. Good fielding show from Kakaira, the skipper, as we come to the end of over number 9. 123 for 3. Last over coming up of the first innings of the first match of the BATBALL X tournament, a 6 franchise-like event, the first of its kind for this level, the under-19s. We are in the Pearl of Africa. This is Uganda. This is Lugogo, the official home of cricket in Uganda. The Western Bulls under the pump. because the Central Rhinos are swinging for the heavens. Big appeal, Damasen, the young umpire from Rwanda, the chairman of the Umpires Association there in Rwanda, not happy with the decision, not happy with the appeal rather. He says not out. Guilty parties, Dennis. I think the Western Bulls have given away not less than 20 runs in misfields today. Creating room and then bisecting it. Again, the fielders not standing on the ropes to give themselves a chance maybe to flip it back in the field of play. Maximums 7th of the innings. Asimwe Blair, half tracker, not punished. They run through, but that should have gone to the boundary too if Jaffo Chaya had been a little patient, but showing a lot and too much greed, gets no bat on that one. Just wraps him up on the upper body. Scamper throw for a single. Chidega on strike with just 2 balls left. This will be the last ball of the match. Final flourish for Christopher Kidega. Power behind that. He ends unbeaten on 46. 46 from 24 balls for Mr. Captain, with 4 boundaries and 3 mighty heaves out of the park. The innings is done and dusted.
Christopher Kidega, the captain, leading from the front, 46 not out from 25 balls. But I think the inning that changed the whole game, the entire complexion of and of course they were started off very well there by Anas Beg, 29 balls. The bowling for the Western Bulls, the rewards were only for Tendo Ryan, who got 1 for 27, and Ephraim Kambare 1 for 29. But other than that, the rest of the bowlers were traveling, each one of them with an economy of at least more than 11 runs. It's been a fast game here for the Western Bulls. They will need at least 14 runs every over if they are going to overcome the favorites, the Central Rhinos. We will take a very short break and we'll be back with the second inning. maintenance. Obeda tutale. Ate nsabiteekamu nze kyensangawo kyenkozesa.
Agenda kugobera kumeri wa ana pinga kuyanga bwenzi jako tebamuwulira
Ayina okuba atumogere nga waali.
Kremlin.
Tutuusewa.
gwe olumwana oli amaanyi n'amaanyi
Ani?
muganda w'ogwanga
Muganda w'ogwanga? Oyo owiri.
We are back for the second innings. The Central Rhinos didn't make some noise in the first innings, getting 141. It will be a stiff chase for the Western Bulls to pull off a haste of sorts here. At least 14 runs needed every over. This is Lugogo, the official home of cricket in Uganda, and this is the Pearl of Africa, the first of its kind, the BATBALL X tournament. Dennis, what did you make of the first innings?
Thank you very much, Innocent. The first innings were purely about power and nothing else, because the Central Rhinos were a team that was on a mission, scoring 141 runs from just 60 balls, if my math serves me right.
Some power patches there.
Someone who was even just walking by and informed that come and get into the thick of things is the one who took the Western Bulls to the cleaners.
Musa Majid with the new ball. Musa Majid, one of the two players for me who didn't deserve to be on the losing team or the team that failed in the campaign to qualify for the Under-19 World Cup that we held in Sri Lanka next year. He came into the team as a substitute for Christopher Chidega. Christopher Chidega is his captain today in this Central Rhinos squad. And he asks Majid, well, you took my number there. Well, you can as well open the ball in here and show us what you did there, because Musa Majid did flourish in Dar es Salaam, making early inroads. Always Damasen, young umpire from Kigali, Rwanda, says not out.
Yeah, clearly, and the two key players for the Western Bulls opening the batting for them, Godfrey Kakaire, the captain, and Ephraim Kambale. Big things expected of these two. If they get failures, then it will be very, very difficult for the Western Bulls to make a charge for it. Musa Majid took the new cherry for the Under-19 boys in Tanzania. And my God, I must say, like you've mentioned, Innocent, he was very, very impressive.
Chance in the air. Who wants that? Nobody will catch that. Hitting no man's land. Kakaire.
Cricket in midweek, very rare, but it's happening today at the Lugogo Cricket Oval. The BATBALL X tournament starting off today. Quite a number of people boosted by what the cricket cranes who just finished their practice session. They are sitting close to the scoreboard watching on the next generation, all the guys who will probably take their numbers in future. Ephraim Kambale, skies one, there's a man under it, and he will not take it. Ali Balidawa, the guilty party. Nothing short there from Kambale. Shadows a different kind of shot, but so different from what he tried to play. Ali Balidawa should have taken that one. Settled himself under the ball, but somehow it just popped out of his hands like a tennis ball.
He had himself to blame as it popped out. Samaji do not make an inroad here, not as yet. Ali Balidawa, young, exciting left-arm spinner. He was the leading bowler during the BATBALL Open for the Central Region with 8 scalps. Ali Balidawa, of course, did play for Nandibanga.
I think he was one of the standout bowlers from that Central BATBALL edition for Nandibanga. Ali Balidawa picked up the best bowler award. Oof. Best bowler award with 8 wickets. But now we are into the BATBALL X, because the best players from the BATBALL Open have come together in the different regions so that we can get our BATBALL X champion.
First over gone, just the 3 runs to the total, and those 3 runs do include a misfield, a drop chance. 3 without loss. The Western Bulls on it.
3 every over, not enough for the Western Bulls if they are going to overcome the Central Rhinos.
In the bowler there, Namidala Shafiq. Namidala Shafiq did play for Akasumagizi in the BATBALL Open for the Central Region there. Some military medium from him. He right on the money. He finished up with 7 scalps, just one short of Ali Balidawa, clearly telling you that this is the tournament for the finest in the regions.
Yeah, only the best coming up against the best in the BATBALL X.
Little hack from the left-hander across the line. Chance for direct hit. Yes, it is on. He was home safe and dry, says umpire Sharon Atola.
A bit agriculture there from Kambale, but whichever way they come, the Western Bulls will take them because nothing is coming off for them.
The field settings, I wonder what Anas Beg is doing in the slip. There's not enough pace from the bowler to get that ball to carry to the slip cordon. But looks like the keeper, Mr. Ochaya Amir, is happy to have Anas Beg's company there. Anas Beg helping with the field settings there, and skipper Christopher Kidega happy for Anas Beg to take charge. Hit back to the bowler, just down the line for 1. Dealing in singles. They'll need more than singles tonight or today, whichever way or wherever you're watching from. It's morning in East Africa, in Uganda. Coming up shortly, you will see Rwanda emerging, bringing all the love from the land of 1,000 hills and 1,000 smiles. Show us what can they do. A lot of exciting talent in the Rwandan team. They were here early. They had a little warm-up. Couple of familiar faces there. Israel Mogisha. You will be shocked. They got a handful of Ugandan names, but well, they are little brothers anyways. Ivan Chusa, the captain, is a Niomugabo. Another chance for a run out. Throw not good. Whatever they're doing very well to build a wall of attrition on these youngsters, but they're not getting any runs. It's a runs game. It's just a T20 match. Looks like right now they're playing for survival. 6 on board, 2 overs down. Musa Majid. That's a test ball line. And length from Musa Majid. He's beaten his mate for all monies. Again, same lines. If it ain't broken, don't fix it is the name of the game from Musa Majid. He's happy not to give away many. Yes, he's the best bowler, the man with the most wickets that does take the accolade. But Musa Majid says, I'll not be looking for wickets here. I'll look at my economy, because if I deny them runs, then I have my team on the up. Again, another swing and a miss. It's a no ball for the number of the fielders outside the arc. They will know that, and a little more. Captain Christopher Kidega is the guilty party this time round. The umpires were sharp and quick to see that. Damasen and Atoula. It's a free hit time. the men in the middle. How do they go about this? Onus is on them. Kakaire under Xavier Bwambale. The free hit is not punished because Musa Majid is hitting the hard lines and hard lengths. Of course, only 2 overs allowed per bowler in a T10 affair. Majid is gone for 3 runs, including that free hit that didn't go for any. Little tackle of the hips, chance for a run out. The throw is wild from Yunus Owobi, another exciting all-rounder, another 19 international. He was with the baby cricket cranes in Dar es Salaam on that forgettable tour. Taking their time to make the field settings right. Christopher Chidega wants his slip in second. Then the Majid loses control of the cherry, strays down the line for wides. Majid is final over. Again, onto the leg side, not enough bat on it, just a little hip and thigh guard. 1 run to the total. Central Rhinos, Western Bulls, a bat of the horns. Right in the money. Kakaire does the right thing to keep it out. 3 overs gone. Score is 10 without loss. First sign of intent from the Western Bulls. Kakare says, I have had enough. We are into the 4th over. I'll break my shackles. Hits it through the cover region for 4. The pace of Shafiq Namidala. Just a little exciting for Kakaire. He pushes this one very wild and wide. Umpire Sharon does agree. Little flick of the hips. The chest from Ali Balidawa is in vain. He will never catch up in the wildest of his dreams. 4 runs to the total. Namidala Shafiq bowling from the KFC end. More shots here from these men. The skipper Kakaire takes charge, is holding the bull by its horns, literally. Back-to-back boundaries for the skipper. 3 boundaries for him now. Nice, beautiful shot. That is classy from the skip of the Western Bulls, taking on Shafiq Namidala in his final over. Second over, very expensive here. Western Bulls need as many as they can get. Anesberg wants it back to his end. End of the over. 28 without loss for the Western Bulls after 4 overs. Just tuned into the live stream. This is the BATBALL X tournament. It's a T10 affair. 6 franchises. 3 are playing in Jinja. And 3 are playing here in Kampala. Central Lions, Western Bulls, and Rwanda Emerging are playing here in Kampala. And across the Nile River in Jinja, got the Nile Leopards, the Eastern Buffaloes. Match day 1. There's a new bowler in the attack. You can clearly see that what the RHINOS are trying to do. Easy chance. Yunus Owobi and his mates are trying to suffocate, stifle and strangle the Bulls. So Obi again. Hit straight. Musa Majid runs round it. Fine little stop from him. Looking sharp in purple and black are the Central Rhinos. In red and black is the Western Bulls. Chance for a catch. Anas Beg tries some acrobatics there. They don't come off. It's a boundary for the Western Bulls. Obi suffers a certain boundary there. The Western Bulls yet to lose a wicket. They're finding the runs in any way they know how. He gives up in the chase, Mr. Christopher Kidega, the skipper. It never looked like to brace away to the boundary, but well, it is 4. Christopher Kideg asks his senior bowler to just hit the 3/4 length, and that's the chance in the air finally. Who is underneath it? Anas Beg, the easiest of chances. First wicket falls. It's the lefty that goes. The Bulls are 1 down. You've been looking to pick this wicket. You watch it over and over again. You can see that Obi heeding the advice of his captain, Christopher Kidega, to just go on and hit the 3/4 length. He hits the 3/4 length and he reaps the dividends. New batter in, he will face immediately. This is the BATBALL X tournament with tackling hypertension with every hit. Tumseme Ignatius off the mark. Tightening things up here. Namdela Shafiq's overs were costly. They went for 22. Ali Balidawa comes into the attack. Left arm orthodox. Chance to go, chance for a run out. The right end, yes, but the pick up from Ali Balidawa. Bubbly Butterfingers. He first completes a routine chance for a run out. Ali Balidawa right on it. Hit straight to the throat of the fielder. Easy chance. Simplest of catches taken down the line by Yunus Obi. 2 successive wickets for the Central Rhinos. Starting to run inroads into this batting lineup. Big shot. It won't carry all the way to the fielder. Just 1 run for the new batter. Ali Balidawa, good figures for him. His first over has gone for 5 runs and has picked up a wicket. 2 wickets gone. It is 43 for 2 after 6. Looking for that little old ugly hack. No power behind the ball. No ball is the call. So will be guilty party of overstepping. Damasen earning his stripes here. It's a free hit. What can the batsman do about that? We'll see in a jiffy. Here's the free hit. Shimmy down the wicket. And well, he hits it for a boundary. He's dancing down the track skills, helping him negate any more swing on that. As he spreads it to the onside for boundary. Tendo Ryan and Tumusime Ignatius, the new men there, doing the work. Many runs needed. How many more can the Bulls get? So we'll be dealing in dot balls here. The dot balls do continue. It's the end of the over. Just another 18 balls left in this affair. Needed runs. Too many, but they can take some consolation. The Western Bulls, they haven't lost as many wickets. Dawa done and dusted with his spell. There will be a change in the bowling. across the net. Big hit out of the park. 6 runs to the total for the Western Bulls. They'll need many more than like that to get anything of a desirable miracle from this one. Of the reserve umpires here. Jonas on fire. Some flight on offer. He goes hard at it. Score is 54 after 8 overs. Another 2 overs left. Big swing, big miss. Ali Balidawa changing sides, bowling the penultimate over of this innings and the match. Christopher Kidega doesn't want his left-arm orthodox spinner to give away too many here. Big wild slog from the batsman. He's trying to hit that one to the next city. Big appeal from Ali Balidawa, but the umpire is not convinced that there was a thin edge on it. Short ball from Balidawa, hit very hard. Musa Majid is very athletic in the field. He only gives a one. Keeper poorly adjudges that one. But there is good backup to save him from conceding many. And finally, Balidawa has his wicket thanks to the steady glove work of the keeper. Stumped. Caught meandering in no zones. Sent back to the heart, but it's a little too late for the Bulls to be victors on the day. Baldawa coming through here. High up in the air, Christopher Kidega right underneath it. Good judgment from him. Baldawa will celebrate his second wicket in the over. And a good catch, well adjudged by the skipper of the Central Rhinos, Mr. Christopher Kidega. This game is done and dusted as a contest. The Western Bulls know they only have to play the final over now, but victory remains a far cry for them. Done and dusted with 9 overs. The wickets have tumbled in regular intervals. .63 on board after 9 overs. 4 wickets down. The Rwanda emerging are getting ready to play their game. Up in the air. Never in a hurry to catch that. Because the Central Rhinos want to get done and dusted with this one because they have another one coming up against Rwanda emerging. Hack across the line. Nothing whatsoever. Single. No was chance to take a catch. Musa Majid running round. Western Bulls have a chance to make amends. They have another one coming up. Second match here, Lugogo, easiest of chances, hit to the throat of Musa Majid, who completes a good catch. Never under pressure to take that one. He could have closed his eyes and still taken it.
holiday.
Match one between the Western Bulls and the Central RHINOS. It's the BATBALL X tournament. First things first, it's a beautiful game. Of course, the Central RHINOS starting up getting 141 runs on board, and then the Western Bulls collapsing for just 66 runs. At the end of the day, the victors Central RHINOS. Round of applause for you, Central RHINOS, for winning by 3 points in the game. Captain Kakairo, please come through for just 1 to 2 questions. How happy are you to be in Kampala and play in this tournament? How happy are you to be in Kampala and play in this tournament? You are playing a game just in under 30 minutes. What do you have to do differently? What do you play again? Thank you very much. Good luck to you, Kakairo. Not much. Captain for the RHINOS, please come through. Good game, good way to start the tournament. You still think you're the favorites to win this one?
I think we're good to go. We'll compete as a team and take the home. And that's what I
You say you want to take the trophy home, then you have players that were not even on the list who came in here today and showed us what we can face their big muscles.
Yes, as a team, as a coach, the quality team, always had a plan B for the team. So we have a lot of coach for us today, who is giving this state of mind.
Thank you very much. Kid, I will stay here with me because the next function is the player of the match, Mr. Martin Odeko. Mr. Martin Odeko, who is the CEO of BATBALL, please come through, make the presentation for the player of the match. Some good nominations too for Mr. Kwambale and Mr. Kakaire, the good show today. Also Mr. Obele, Obili Robert, Obi Powerful, from Just Score, an unbelievable striker of 345. But the player of the match, as attended by the umpires and the commentators panel, is the captain for his 46 knockout from 25 and for leading his team to victory. Well done to Mr. Christopher Pilega. One question for you, as the player of the match. How about you, Mr. One, and how many more can you people please were your middle? You miss out on the time, and I think that when you wrestler, you come up here in the first tournament, you first showing the competition this year, and you pull out this effort. How happy are you? And you have taken any of the best coaches in the wrestler?
I truly appreciate the selection this year because always in life we can do. I always take my chin up, my hopes up, and I take them, visualize and cricket, which is the most important thing.
Thank you very much, Chiega. Go enjoy your play, Matawa. Take a rest. We'll see you in the last match of today. This is it from the match presentation. Coming up shortly, we'll see the Western Bulls up against Rwanda United.
Kuza khawasa baka majeri.